Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be starting my 5th sketchbook. My 4th sketchbook tour is already posted. I'll leave a link in the bio. Decorating the front page of a planner or a new sketchbook is like my favorite. There's like a little pressure to get it right on the first try, but overall, you don't really have to think that much since you're not drawing. You just go with the flow, and if you vibe with it, you vibe with it, and then that's your new sketchbook. I almost can't believe that I'm on my 5th sketchbook. I seriously felt like I was pulling teeth when I was finishing my first sketchbook, and now that I'm on my 5th is like absolutely insane. So here I am being ignorant, painting the bind of my sketchbook because I'm tired of doing that boring shit, you know? Like, don't come for me if it's ugly, because I'm just living my life and expressing myself. Okay, that's all I have to say. Next, we got the front page. All right, this one I keep super simple. I try not to put too much pressure on myself. I never really experienced the first page blues. All right, I've never been scared to start a sketchbook. Kind of just always go for it. I don't know. First page isn't really scary for me. I just live my life. Something I've been doing recently is forgiving myself. I'll be like, hey Patricia, I'm sorry that I did this stupid thing that is minute and you shouldn't care about it. And I'll be like, hey Patricia, it's alright, it was stupid and I shouldn't be upset about it. Boom. And then I forgive myself. Like this doodle, kinda hate it, but guess what? I have forgiven and forgotten.
It's the opposite of art. It destroys art. It destroys souls. This is so much more offensive to me than hardcore porno.
Okay.
And finally, we start drawing. Well, in this case, painting, I guess. I had to fucking be extra. Ugh.
I just wish that someone would try and catch me lacking, because I have a black belt in kicking ass. Now who wants to try?
So my goal for the first few pages of my sketchbook are kind of to test its limits. I want to see how paints work on it. I want to see how markers work on it. So I kind of go through all my usual supplies. And then later on you'll see I'll use alcohol markers because I want to see how it works. I stand by the fact that I don't care if it ghosts, but I do care if it bleeds. Alcohol markers I know for sure are gonna bleed. Stamping with alcohol ink I know will bleed. I'm okay with that. Typically I plan for that, and for the next page I'll cover it up or something. But I just don't want my watercolors or my water-based markers to bleed, but I'm okay with ghosting. You know what's something that's really cool that I've been noticing in my artwork lately? I am combining styles. I don't know, I think that's neat. Like right here I have a typical drawing that I'd do of a person, but then on the bottom right,
left, I meant to say left. I mix up my left and rights all the time now because my brain is in decline with every waking moment.
So anyways, like I was saying, on the bottom left, I have an anime character, so I'm doing different styles, I'm playing around, I'm having fun, you know, like everything is a process, and my process recently has been to vibe. No, but I like actually mean it. Like I am just doing what feels right and doing what I enjoy. And I feel like if that's what you do, if you do what you like and what you enjoy and try to like fuck the rest, like who cares what people on Instagram think, who cares what people on YouTube think, you know? If you just do that, guess what? You're just gonna make shit you like. That's how that works, I think. I don't know. If I were to critique myself on this page, I think I should have pushed the contrast more. You know, I kept everything super light and fluffy in color, but I definitely could have went darker with the shading on Kakashi, and I definitely could have went darker with the shading on the girl's hair. Everything could have been pushed more for contrast. I still like it though, so I think it's a win. It's a win. Everything's a win, bro, if you learn from it.
Win, win, win. No.
That's no.
Okay.
Some of my goals for this sketchbook are to become more comfortable with posing and drawing bodies in full. I just need to practice anatomy more, like genuinely just need to work on my foundational skills. I eventually want to create an anime short, and that's going to be full characters, full body, all the time, different angles, tons of layers of things, and I am basically starting from square one because I don't draw full body people very often. So I've been watching Naruto and loving it, kind of obsessed with it, but damn! Are they really bad at writing female characters? All I want is for Sakura to be an actual person with thoughts and opinions instead of obsessing with the men in her life all the time. Would be nice. Please, I'm begging, just an ounce of humanity for this girl. Oh my god, just anything. Give her any characteristic, please. That's what's so upsetting about animes, I think. They're not very good at writing women yet, and that is annoying. I literally tweeted the other day, I pretend I'm a boy while watching anime so I can feel empowered too. Y'all really don't know how lucky you are. But whatever, I can do whatever you can do. Watch this jutsu. Alright, now that the weeb portion of the video is over, let's move on. I also want to use my stationery in the sketchbook. I think that's one of my goals as well. I like how it adds like a graphic element without me having to be so articulate with like stencils and stuff like that. Just slap on some washi tape, slap on some circles, and then it's like fun. It makes it fun and gives it movement and dynamic and a bunch of other art keywords I don't know anything about. I was actually gonna turn the word dynamic into dynamices just to be extra, but then I realized how dumb I sound. I really just mess with vocabulary thinking I'm funny, but really I just sound very stupid. Alright, for this page, I'm testing out my alcohol markers, and I discovered I really hate the way they work on this paper. This paper said that it was supposed to work for like pens, markers, all that jazz, and they work well with my water-based markers, but my alcohol markers are so streaky. It's harder to blend. It just, overall, not my cup of tea. I would like to add that the paper isn't super smooth. There is like a little bit of coarseness to it. Not at all like a watercolor paper. It's just a little rougher than like cardboard. Not cardboard. What is it called? The paper you use markers for? Bristol. It's not smooth like Bristol paper is. And I'm not mad. You know, there's no perfect sketchbook. Unfortunately. Could you imagine if there's a paper that took watercolor and water-based things really well, but then wouldn't destroy your alcohol markers if you used it? That's the dream. But since perfection doesn't exist for me, I will settle for this.
That is called a compromise, and it is not ideal.
Another skill that I have learned as I've grown is to not get so flustered within the process. Nothing you do is beautiful while you do it. It's all that hard work within the meat and bones of what you do that ends with the beautiful dish that's delicious at the end. Like while you're cooking it, it's raw, it's uncooked, it's gross. What? I don't want to eat this. And then you put the work and the effort into it, and now you have a beautiful meal. Another example, when I was learning how to put fake lashes on, I would get so frustrated, so angry. I can't get them on. It's ruining my makeup. Every time I take it off because I mess up, my makeup gets ruined. But then I learned from a booty guru, Samantha Ravindal. She always talks about how if you make a mistake, don't get angry, don't start all over, just deep breath in, deep breath out, figure out how you can fix it without having to destroy your whole look. All it is just patience. And that's a hard skill to learn. It's a very hard skill to learn. But with any skill, it just takes practice, right? So all you have to do is practice. So I knew at the end of all this, I was going to have a streaky person. But I wanted to make the most of it. Wanted to make sure that whatever happens, I would be proud of myself for trying. And hey, when push comes to shove, if whatever you make, you dislike, and the fact that you dislike it stops you from wanting to continue on, guess what? Just cover that bitch up. Get another piece of paper and cover it up. Who cares? It's your sketchbook. Do whatever the fuck you want. Your sketchbook is where you can be the true anarchist you are. All right, we're ending with a little flip through, and that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Bye!